Yes, people, welcome to another edition of your favourite weekly podcast, Back of the Net. Newcastle versus Arsenal preview. Let's get into it. Actually, before we get into it, don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. Yeah, support me. Road to 300 subscribers, Twitter, and it's a road to 1,000 followers on Twitter or X, whatever you call it now. And join me on TikTok as well. Join me on TikTok, where I do some random little rants and football stuff as well. But yeah, come. Share the love. Let people know. Straight into it. 12:30 kickoff tomorrow. Arsenal versus Newcastle. Or Newcastle versus Arsenal. I like to speak with the home team first. St James is going to be a tricky game. Let me sip my tea before I get into it. Tough game. Newcastle just coming off a win against Chelsea in the cup. Yeah, albeit Chelsea played a weekend side, but I think Newcastle, they deserve their win. How do I think the game will go? Martin Odegaard's still out. It's imperative Saka's back. Oh man, seeing how he performed coming back straight away against Liverpool was insane, and I feel like that's kind of what Arsenal needed. They need a bit of an X factor. Same thing Ethan Nwaneri brought the other day. Yes, again, probably against Preston. But again, that's the type of thing we need. As long as Odegaard doesn't play, Nwaneri should start. Nwaneri should start. He brings the X factor. He brings what Martin would have. Martin, I don't think, can shoot like that. That's just me. Listen, shoot me if you want, but I don't believe he has that in his locker to do that. What Ethan 1 year, that finish was unbelievable. Yeah, he has technique, but I don't think he can shoot like that. Saliba obviously back as well. Gabriel, I'm not too sure if he's going to be out, but I feel like if Arsenal have a solid back four, maybe Timber, Zinny probably left back. I think we could win. Midfield is going to be a battle. Every time you play Newcastle, it's always a battle. I think that St James's, the crowd really get on their back, really help them out. But I think an early goal can settle the nerves. We went last season, lost 1-0, Havertz fouling and all that. But I think this is one where if Arsenal really want to go on and win the Premier League, these are them type of games that will really count. And you've got to put a performance in to kind of start the weekend so the other teams can look and go, wow, Arsenal won at St James's, pressure's on us. And you want to put a bit of pressure. Like Liverpool are sitting, is it Liverpool? I think it's Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool sitting pretty at the top. So, you kind of want to put a bit of pressure where you can. Yes, it's still early days, but you can't fall too far behind. And I look at our team and I feel like, if we can do that normal back four, I think in midfield, we go, Rice, Moreno. Again, I'd love to see Nwaneri, but they'll probably do Partey. And that's a solid three. And Partey, by the way, for me, guys, been player of the season so far. I think it's been unbelievable. Like everyone, me included, was like, sell the guy, he's useless, he's always injured, but he's been fantastic. I'm trying to think of one poor game he's had this season. I think he's been so good. And whilst his form was like this, play him in his strongest position. To be fair, he played right against Diaz the other day and he locked him off as well, and Diaz is a very tricky customer to deal with. So, yeah, I feel like if we go Moreno, Partey, Rice, and midfield, yes, it doesn't bring you a lot of like agility and speed, but in terms of staying solid, you need that away at St James's because you're probably going to come up against Longstaff or Willock, Jolinton, and Tonali, possibly. So, I think that does match that. And Moreno going back to one of his old clubs. Those that don't know, yeah, remember Matt told you. No, you lot didn't know Moreno used to play for Newcastle. You didn't know. And then up top, you go Havertz, Saka, and Martinelli, like who needs to pick it up. Yeah, this form that you're in at the moment, mate. Switch it up, change up. I had such high hopes for this guy, but I don't know. Sometimes I've watched him dribbling the ball and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And what we have on Saka's side, I want more of that on the left, but we're not getting it. You know what I mean? Trossard, I think is more of an impact sub for me. I guess Martinelli is where we have to go with it. But you know what? Like, I think despite that, I think we win this one. I think we win 3-1. I can see Newcastle scoring. St James's is hard to like. We've done it before. We beat them 2-0. but that was more like an end of season game. But they are tricky customers to deal with when they're at home. But I do think we'll win 3-1. I think we'll get a goal in the first half, maybe 2 in the first half, and maybe a third, and they'll get a consolation. But yeah, so 3 points, that all that matters. And yeah, listen, I'm not writing off Newcastle saying they're not a good team, but I think we're better than them. You know, Isak wasn't in the best form. Yes, he scored the other day, and Gordon's going to be a problem. Gordon, for me, is the biggest issue because the way he runs into them tight spaces, he's very smart as well. Yeah, you get people can say, oh, he dies, whatever, but he's always in and around that box. Very nifty, very, very sharp. So, got to keep an eye on that. I think we can get in the back four. I think you can get a Dan Burns, Shaw, Hall as well. We can't be letting him whip the ball in because he's got good crosses, man. He's got good crosses, good delivery, and he's a good player anyway. But yeah, I think we'll win this one. I'm going to go with 3-1. Don't know what you guys think, but I think, yeah, it's just the best way to start the weekend. Get the points on the board. You're done. You go next week, you've got Chelsea away. And listen, if you go win 2 out of 2 in them games, you're looking good. You know what I mean? You're looking good going towards the Christmas period. So, yeah, it won't be easy game, but I'm thinking 3-1, have them players back. Please, no more injuries. Like, I'm tired of it. And we've got another international break coming again soon, guys. So, yeah, the more points you get on board before international break, the better, because God knows what happens now. I'm hearing there's like 18 ACLs this season as well with players. It's insane what's going on. But fingers crossed the players stay fit. Let's get the win, do what we need to do. And listen, this season we haven't lost with 11 men. Just remember that, guys. Yeah, but on that note, I'm off. That was my quick Newcastle versus Arsenal preview. Hope you enjoyed. As I said before at the beginning of the episode, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. Show some love. Show some love. Road to 300 subscribers on YouTube. You know what to do. It's been a pleasure, people. I'll speak to you soon. Peace.